What's up, class? So my name is Kevin Sheldon, and I'll be doing my group presentation, which wasn't really a group presentation because I was the only one who signed up for the topic I had. So here we go. So the topic I ended up picking was topic A, which is the ethnic identity development. So ethnic identity development is an identity formation in an individual self-categorization in and in psychological attachment to an ethnic group. So, in my words, basically, ethnic identity development is when a person is trying to find themselves basically within their ethnic group that they are a part of. What I mean by finding themselves is they want to get to understand their culture more, and actually be a part of it. So, your ethnical culture is basically what race you are. So, oh yeah, I'm outside with it, by the way. Just for, hopefully just for this segment, but that can include, white, African American, Mexican, Chinese, all that good stuff. And for them to do that, they have to, find out more about their culture. So they need to find out what type of holidays they celebrate, what type of food do they eat, what type of stuff they wear, and etc. So one of the questions my topic asked was, how can one find their ethnic identity? And I feel honestly that's really just through living. You're gonna have to do your research. You can look some up on Google to see what your ethnic group does and how they interact. You could ask a parent of some sort or a grandparent, and you're gonna have to learn, because it's not something that a lot of people just know straight off the bat. It's always taught. So I feel it's best for you to just actually go out and just explore, and you gotta have fun with it too, because this is a part of you. So one thing that I can say that I would try to do if I was a person trying to find my identity is try to find a group of friends that's a part of the same ethnic as you, because I feel that'll make it more fun too, because you're not by yourself and you can explore and go over all that stuff with a group. Because I can say I feel it is always a little harder to jump into new stuff by yourself. So, and you not knowing what goes on or how it works. So you having that friend group, you guys can all do it together. One thing I would say also is that it doesn't happen overnight either. It's gonna take some time. So be patient with the process, because it could get frustrating and depressing, but you just gotta stay true to the process and you'll eventually find your identity. There is actually 4 stages to the ethnic identity development. The first stage is the identity diffusion. The second stage is the identity foreclosure. The third stage is I've never heard of this word in my life, moratorium. I don't. And number 4, the fourth stage is the identity achievement. So stage number 1, the identity diffusion. That stage is the state of not developing or possessing a distinct identity. So basically, that means that it's a person who doesn't know their identity, who doesn't know what's going on, who doesn't know what their ethnic does. So that stage, you just really got to learn, and you're lost. Research shows that stage mostly, it can happen at any age really, but it mostly happens for the younger crowd, because that's really when you're truly trying to find yourself. So during the second stage for the identity foreclosure, excuse me, that is when someone accepts without questioning their values that someone gave to them. So that stage basically means when you have an acceptance for the tradition, you're accepting the tradition. Stage 3, the excuse me again, moratorium. It's in a doc. The teacher will see it, but that one is when a person actually puts into action them trying to better get their identity development. So that's them putting into action and actually trying to get started on changing their ways so they can be more like their ethnic. And stage number 4 is the identity achievement, and that is when you fully convert to your roots and you find your identity. So one thing I realized too about doing this little research and all that good stuff is there's a difference between ethnic identity development and racial identity. So as I said earlier, the ethnic identity development is somebody who wants to change their ways so they can be a part of will get a better understanding and be a part of their ethnicity. Racial identity, that's more on a racist type timing for like another race judging you. So basically the racial identity is judging somebody for their race, and that's not cool. The ethnic identity development is more for a person trying to understand their self. So if I must say so, the racial identity is really a no-no, because racism is not cool, and that is a really big problem in the world, and it's been like that for a very long time. I want to thank you, class, for sitting here and listening to me talk about all this good stuff. Hopefully you guys learned something, because I know I learned a lot just off doing this research, honestly. But thank you. Have a good night or a good day, whatever it is when you see this. Peace.